three. Won't go. Rebound box. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah. We packing somebody up tonight. Hey. Come on in, take your shoes off before we close the door. Few rules, heat packing the air, we about to blow. This the basement, ain't nobody safe, you already know. Grab a seat and kick your feet before you get too comfortable. You want the X's and the O's, the tray, yes and no. Friends and the foes, the butlers and the heroes. You can feel it in your soul, but when the ring is the goal. But if somebody need to go, we be sure to let you know. Going hard for my dogs is an everyday thing. Like Jimmy down the lane of 13 off the screen. Whole squad keep it tucked like number 17. Bring your takes and your memes, going hard for the team. Going down in the basement. It's going down in the basement. Get your takes off. Get your takes off. Going down in the basement.
Yeah. Welcome to the Basement Sports Network post-game show. I'm your host, Royal A. Shefford. And brothers and sisters, the Miami Heat are doing the thing, bro. We talked about it a little bit in the last show, but the Miami Heat are now on what is this, a 4-game winning streak? It has not changed their standings in the Eastern Conference. They're still the 10th seed, but they are the dangerous part about what's happening here is that all they need to do is believe in themselves enough, believe that they can win. What happened during that 10-game losing streak is that they stopped believing that they can win, and that in and of itself led to them losing games. Them going on this 4-game win streak, right after that, it starts a spark within them. And even if they lose, they still feel like they've kind of found something. They're starting to put something together that'll allow them, you saying 41-41? They'd have to finish the rest of the season undefeated, and they got a game against Boston in Boston. That's not I don't know undefeated, but I do think that they can finish these last few games. How many games left is it at this point? 8 games. Yeah, they can finish these last 8 games like 6-2, 5-3, and they'll feel good about themselves entering into the play-in scenario against any of the play-in teams. Like, I don't think any of the play-in teams have kind of separated themselves to the point where Miami wouldn't feel like they had a chance in that game. So you got Chicago, you got Atlanta, and you have Orlando. I feel like if Miami ends this season going 5-3, 6-2, something along those lines, then they would feel pretty good about their shot against any of those teams in a play-in scenario. And that is the dangerous part. Because I wouldn't necessarily feel terrible about their chances in a play scenario against any of those teams, all of which have shown the capacity to lose to the Miami Heat. And it's all opponents that they're familiar with. 2 of them are division opponents. But yeah, dog, like this streak of winning games with replacement players, mix and matching starting lineups, getting a bunch of contributions from random players, is starting to give the feel of a team that might make its way into a playoff scenario. And we're going to hate it because, as y'all know, like we have not made it a secret. I think most people within this network are rooting for Miami to kind of maximize their chances of getting a high draft pick in what is perceived to be a pretty good draft this year. So you would want Miami. Right now, they're in position. I think they have the 8th or 9th highest odds. And if they stay in that range, cool. It gives you an opportunity, I think, at the 8th, with the 8th best odds at the number 1 pick, you get a 25% chance at a top 4 pick. And I think we'd take that. But, you know, I'll get back into the overarching theme of the season if people come in with more questions about that. Let's talk about tonight's game. Miami won 118-95 versus makeshift Philadelphia 76ers squad. It was a solid game from damn near everybody except for Bam. I think Bam was a bit underwhelming in terms of like scoring, but they didn't really need it. Tyler went off for 30 points. 7 assists on 11 of 17 shooting. So that's 2 games in a row where Tyler has had pretty efficient games that are high scoring. And that's good. It's good for him to kind of see the ball go through the hole a little bit at a high clip. It's good for him to kind of get that pep back in his step. Some people have claimed that it is a second wind. I don't know if I believe that. I think Tyler Herro is the type of player that is prone to scoring explosions. I think that he can have games like this, and he is just as likely to have games where he doesn't play like this. So if tonight's game is what you believe is indicative of who Tyler Herro is as a player, good for you. Congratulations. I hope that this is the player that you're going to get more of for the rest of the season. But I've been fooled too many times. Well, I haven't been fooled, but I've seen this trick done too many times. And once you see how a trick is done, it's kind of hard for somebody to make you believe it again. But shout out to him. Tyler Herro was probably the best player on the floor tonight. Not probably. He absolutely was the best player on the floor tonight. Want to give him his credit. So shout out to him. Efficient game. 5 of 9 from 3. Cool game. Again, I'm not going to pretend like I have much enthusiasm around the Miami Heat winning or losing games. I haven't been invested much this season. So if you think that I'm overreacting or underreacting because of like what's happening right now, I've been kind of even keeled all season, or I've tried to be. RG, you said we need Herro to train with Shea this summer. That brother Cole, if Tyler Herro trained with Shea every day for the next 3 years, he couldn't do half of the shit that Shea Gilgeous-Alexander can do right now. So I wouldn't it don't matter. Like, I do think that he's kind of picked up. I will say this about Tyler Herro because tonight, he added the three-pointer. I think the last game, it was much more of the driving to the rim thing. Tonight, he was hitting some pretty absurd shots from 3, and that was connecting for him. As long as that 3 ball is falling, then Tyler Herro is going to have a big game. In terms of, the way that he's been maneuvering, he's also gotten back to that mid-range game a little bit in terms of the floaters. He also got a bucket tonight where he got an offensive rebound on a bad shot and put it right back in. But he's gotten into a good mix, I think, in terms of shooting the ball and kind of driving to the rim. So I think that has a lot to do with what you're seeing from him. It's a good mix of kind of what he's doing. He shot 9 threes tonight. So he shot more 3s than 2s, but I think that's an ideal formula for a player like Tyler Herro. You want him shooting more 3s, and he's mixing it up with drives to the rim. He's doing more of the little kind of scoop through James Harden move as he's going to get people off of him and then get into his little floater. So it's been he's been taking shots that are within his capabilities, and I think that is where you want Tyler Herro to live. Some people have commented about how Tyler Herro is playing more off ball, which is true because I saw at points tonight where they had people like Kyle Anderson kind of facilitating the offense from the top. Davion Mitchell played a ton tonight, but he's been doing that quite a bit. They put Pele Larson in there, and they let him kind of initiate things on offense a couple of times. There's been a conscious effort to kind of take some of the on-ball reps away from Tyler Herro. I don't know. It helps. I don't – but, Tyler as an off-ball player is limited to a certain extent because he doesn't really move off of the ball. But it's working right now. As a catch-and-shoot player, he's phenomenal. As a player who works against bent defenses, he can do that really well. And I think that's what he's leaned into these past 2 games, and that is what's making him efficient. If he leans into that, then you can get this more consistently. I don't know if this can be his norm, but you can get these types of performances more consistently. The problem is we all know Tyler Herro. He will not lean into this. He will get that ball into his hands, and he will dribble, hang, not go no goddamn where, throw grenades, throw up ridiculous-ass shots. We know the story. But, tonight, he was good. I mentioned Bam a little bit earlier. Bam struggled shooting the ball. He was 5 of 14, had 16 points, went to the line, got 4 free throws from there. What really helped him out is him being 2 for 2 from the three-point line. Bam has been shooting the ball really well lately from 3. So shout out to him for that. But they didn't really need him tonight. Again, they weren't playing Philadelphia. So don't look at this game and be like, oh, they were playing Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, Kyle Lowry, Joel Embiid, Kelly Oubre. None of them played this game. None. You're playing Gershon Yabusele. That's what you say. You say Tyler's playing at his own pace. Sure, look, I'm not a Tyler Herro guy, so I don't buy into kind of I don't buy into any narrative where Tyler is dictating what's happening in a game. I believe circumstances play a large role in what happened to Tyler Herro. I'm not trying to shit on him tonight. I'm really not. But I'm going to respond to your comments, and I'm probably going to end up shitting on him in the process. So if you don't like that, I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry. But like Tyler, I don't believe Tyler Herro dictates what happens in the game. Tyler Herro reacts to what is happening in the game. So like he's not really playing at his own pace, so much so as he was playing against garbage ass players today, where he could do what he wanted. You feel me? Like you'll see. Like wait till they play Boston. It won't feel like he's playing in his own place because he's not going to be dictating anything to Boston. He's going to be reacting to what Boston is doing. He talks about it in his own comments when he talks about his shot selection and why it changed. It's because he's trying to adjust to the way defenses are playing him. Tonight, Philly didn't do a good job of playing him. They did a really good job of defending Bam because if you notice what was happening to Bam early on in the game when he likes to get into a rhythm or whatever is he catch the ball and they'd immediately send a double team over there to Bam. It felt like that's what Philly's focus was tonight, to stop Bam. And that's cool. Like I feel like as our team captain, best player, he should be able to overcome some of that, and he didn't do it tonight. So fuck it. He was terrible. Like not terrible, but like I wasn't fucking with the way Bam was playing. Personally. I wasn't fucking with it. I will talk about Kel'el Ware. I was fucking with the way Kel'el Ware was playing tonight. And I've been fucking with the way Kel'el Ware has played over the course of the past, couple games. Like it's been a while. Like I've been fucking with the way Kel'el Ware playing. And I think a large part of that is because I've seen him. He's still hovering around the three-point line quite a bit. But he ain't taking that stupid ass three-pointer. That is what I like. He took one tonight, he hit it, great. And he has the ability to shoot, great. Should he be doing that? Fuck no. Fuck no. Get your big ass down there and rebound. And that's what he's been doing. 14 rebounds tonight. That's what I liked about Kel'el Ware game. 2 blocks. That's what I liked about Kel'el Ware game. Being a rim deterrent. That's what I liked about Kel'el Ware game. That's what I like. I don't really care how many points he scores or what he does on offense. I'm not really looking for him to be an offensive contributor. I'm looking for him to contribute in a way that Miami needs him to contribute. We don't need him to be a scorer. We need you to be an additional rebounder to help. We need you to be big. Go down there and be big. And I think he's done a wonderful job of that. So shout out to Kel'el Ware. You say Tyler is a very highly skilled player with mediocre athleticism, below average athleticism. Playing against average guys, he will generally look this good. Yeah. And these weren't even average guys that he was playing against. He was playing against below average guys. All right. How many of you guys heard the name Adam Bona before tonight? Huh? Jared Butler. You ever heard of those guys? Justin Edwards. You know who that is? Those are 3 starters tonight for Philadelphia. Y'all know what I learned tonight? I learned Marvin Bagley Jr. had a brother in the NBA. Marcus Bagley. Didn't know he existed until tonight. You can still be elite without athleticism. I agree. Luka Doncic is elite. Tyler Herro is not elite. I don't think he has the capability to be elite. I think he could be. I think he can be a really good scorer in the NBA. I think he already is. Like I think Tyler Herro is an above average scorer in the NBA. I think that's all he will ever be. Like in terms of like impact, like there needs to be something else that he contributes in order to raise his impact level. And that's kind of what elite players have. They have the ability to impact the game in multiple facets. I just don't think Tyler can do that on a consistent level. He can score consistently. I think it's okay to pencil Tyler Herro in for anywhere between 20 and 25, 30 points from time to time. I think that's fine. And I think there's a role for that as an NBA player. His playmaking is better. I'm going to keep responding to you because we're having the conversation. His playmaking is better. Sure. But I wouldn't call Tyler Herro a playmaker. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been bitching about needing a point guard all year long. You can't have it both ways. Tyler Herro playing with the ball in his hands as a playmaker. It's not like he's a better playmaker than he was before. Fine. But he's not impactful as a playmaker. He's not getting guys like if Spo says Bam needs a shot right now, Tyler Herro can't create a shot for Bam. And again, it goes to the greater point of what I was saying. Tyler doesn't dictate anything in a basketball game. He doesn't dictate anything as a playmaker. He reacts. If he drives to the rim and somebody leaves their man wide open in the corner, he reacts. He sees that person, he throws them the ball. He has to leave his feet to throw the ball, but he does that. Credit to him for doing that. Good job. But like, that's not impacting or changing the game. He really played like against Philly's 10-day contract players. For real, bro. Bonafide bums, for sure. Adam Bona sounds like a porn star's name. It does. It does. He needs to do this against guys like Derek White. He can't. Then we talk about being elite. He can't. He can't do it against guys like Derek White. He can't do it against Drew Holiday. Like, it's not possible. He can score on those guys if he's having a good night. He can score on those guys. And that is what Tyler Herro needs to be, in a role that suits him as just a scorer, bro. And a lot of people believe that is as a starting shooting guard in the NBA. I do not. I don't. I think that is a six-man in the NBA. A pure scorer. Never seen a more perfect role for a six-man in my life. But, bro, I can't wait to see your reaction when Tyler gets traded. This is what I need people to understand. And then this is turned into a Tyler episode, so after I make this point, I'm going to kind of pivot to other guys because I don't want to just sit up here slandering him or talking about him the whole show. When Tyler Herro no longer wears a Miami Heat uniform, you probably won't hear me talking about him for much longer after that. How often do y'all niggas hear me talking about Jimmy Butler? When we play Jimmy Butler. But like after Tyler leaves his franchise, I promise y'all I don't care about what he does. He gets double teamed for a reason. What are you talking about, Tyler Herro? Okay. Oh my God. This is why we have these conversations. This is why I try to enlighten y'all. Tyler Herro is not the only player that gets double teamed in the NBA. He's not. Other players make double teaming them fatal. You know what happens if you double team Luka Doncic? He starts zipping the ball to wide open players. Jackson Hayes start dunking the ball all over the place. When you double team Tyler Herro or when you trap him across half court, he passes the ball, but it's not to like score. He just passing it to the first person that he sees. Like, just get the ball out of my hand, and then I'll try and do something after that. Like, I get it, dog. Like, I'm not trying to shit on Tyler Herro, and I think that Tyler Herro is a good player. This is the point that I've been trying to make for years, and nobody seems to listen to me. I think Tyler Herro is a good player. I don't think he's the type of player that he's been made out to be to and by Heat fans. I don't think that he's the player that he's portrayed to be in the media or none of that. So it's all good. Shout out Tyler Herro. Damn, I spent 17 minutes on like essentially one player. I was talking about Bam. I talked about Khalil a little bit, I guess. So we moved it around. Another player want to talk very little bit about because it's not going to happen on time. Alec Burks. Alec Burks has had a sort of resurgence in these past couple of games. 7-13 tonight, 6-12 from 3, 20 points. Not much else, but that's what he does. He's going to have games like this. He's going to have games where he scores nothing. DMP. I think the more interesting note with Alec Burks and Pele Larson to an extent is the way that Spo is now starting his team based on matchups. I feel like that's what he's doing. I can't talk to you right now because ain't nobody else to talk to the rest of the people. But the 89 of them can wait. Hi. Holland, I don't feel right talking to another woman after I just talked to my sugar plum. But Pele did look good tonight. I thought Pele Larson played well. But again, like a lot of these guys, what you're getting now is you're getting a lot of – this is what I meant when I was talking about it at the beginning of the show, where it starts to feel like they believe that they can win because then you start to get kind of like these little bit of contributions from all over the roster. Like Pele Larson played well tonight. Davion Mitchell played really well tonight. Like not necessarily with the scoring and all that shit, but just being active defensively, being in the way. Oh, my God. Another person who was probably the best of the bunch out of all of them tonight. Haywood Highsmith. I found myself in this game talking about Haywood Highsmith entirely too much, bro. It felt like Haywood Highsmith was all over the. It felt like 2 Hayward Highsmiths was on the court at points in this game. Every fucking deflection, every like loose ball, bro. Like it was crazy. He said the issue is Herro don't got the crazy moves that Donovan Mitchell has. Sure, Herro can score, but it isn't on that level. It's not about moves, bro. It's about impact. Again, like it's always about impact, bro. Like Tyler Herro has one way to genuinely impact the game in a meaningful way, and that is scoring the ball. And that's fine. There are plenty of players like that, and they can be good players. They can be good players. But the problem is that, like, the thing about Donovan Mitchell is he has other tools at his disposal. Like, yeah, he's primarily impacting the game as a scorer, but the threat of him as a scorer is good enough to generate looks for other people. Donovan Mitchell has, like, clearly better playmaking chops, and he's just more effective as a, like, top option scorer because he has elite athleticism to go along with it. So he can do damn near everything Tyler can do, and he can jump and run fast. So, like, there's that. I want to get to just the Bless's point because he made this in the playback earlier. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with us in the playback. That's actually where most of the good content is happening these days. These post-game shows, I'm sorry that they're not as entertaining. And I'm sorry, like, on nights like tonight that you only get me. But, hey, you get me. So, you feel me? But yeah, this is a good point that he made. He said, we're going to lose both of our picks. We're going to make the playoffs and Golden State going to lose in the play-in and get a top 3 pick. Brother, that is the fear. That is the fear. And I think people want to talk about the flexibility and the 26 and the 28 picks both being unprotected and what that means for them to go to OKC and Charlotte. But I think the justification for all of that has been made several times on this network, and I'm just going to echo it, bro. You're going to lose 2 picks anyway. You either lose this year in 27 or you lose next year and you lose 28. And, of course, you lose the protections on the 26th pick. But that's you banking on the Miami Heat being bad next year. Are they going to be bad next year? You don't know that. They try too fucking hard. As if my night couldn't get any fucking worse. Ant Donardo, looks like it's just me and you tonight, so I'm obligated to let you talk. What's up, homie?
There's no escaping me tonight.
Bro, how you doing tonight, bro?
You don't give a shit. What do you want to talk about?
We're talking about the game. I think what we're just talking about right now, like I was talking about just to bless comment, where it's like Miami is trending towards the potential of them losing both picks, them making the playoffs, and Golden State losing in the play-in and getting like a top 10 pick.
Y'all want to see the end of a network.
Brother, it is in embers right now, brother. It was just me until you got here. Nobody's showing up for this shit because they know what it is, bro.
Well, to that point, I honestly, I feel like an idiot. I was watching this god-awful Heat game that involved 2 god-awful teams. And then I looked at my phone. There's a basketball group chat I'm in that I have muted. And I saw like over 100 notifications, and they're all going crazy about the Florida game. And I'm like, why am I sitting here watching this shit when there's good basketball on? Like I joke about, being a masochist and glutton for punishment and all those stuff, but am I? Because there's good things going on. You seen the highlights of that game, I'm guessing, Royal?
What game?
Or the end of the Florida game?
I was watching it during the Heat.
So you're a smart man.
I was watching Alabama and Duke during the game.
I did throw that on, and I got it on here now. There's still a halftime look, so yeah. Because I wasn't making that same mistake twice.
Yeah, bro.
But I feel like an idiot. Why am I still watching Heat basketball? It's March 29th. It's about to be April. We're 8 games under 500 now. The last 8 games I think they're mathematically like eliminated from 6th or 11th, basically. So
correct.
It quite literally is irrelevant.
It means nothing, bro. It means nothing. But guess what it means something to it? Bam Adebayo. It means something to Davion Mitchell. It means something to Pele Larson.
It didn't look like it meant anything to Bam tonight.
Not tonight, but it means something to these guys in that locker room that they are winning games.
Well, this is one point I kind of want to bring up too, because I think a lot of people have been neglecting this. Like, I'm full team tank, full team go for the draft pick, right?
Yeah.
But what a lot of people are not realizing is that the Heat are trying to win. So what good is it if, let's say they're trying to win and they lose the next 8 games or whatever? What good is it getting Cooper Flag if you're surrounding him with a bunch of bums? Like, the core is Tyler, Bam, and somebody else. And if Tyler and Bam are showing that they are this bad, where they're so incompetent, where they lose 10 games in a row and then lose 8 games in a row, I have no faith about them going forward anyways. So, like, the whole point is, if you're going to try to tank. Do what the 76ers are doing. Play Ricky Council and Adam Bona and a guy named Philip Wheeler, who I could swear played for the Dolphins 10 years ago.
Bro,
Play those guys.
I was just saying, I just learned that Marvin Bagley had a little brother tonight.
Are they related? Who cares?
That's his brother. That's his brother.
Yeah.
But to your
Marcus
question,
Bagley.
Yeah, to your question. To your question. I think that's a bit disingenuous to set the stage like that. Like, these guys are so bad that you shouldn't and can't build around them. I agree with the point that you probably shouldn't build around both of them. But one of them can be both of them actually can be a part of a team that's actually contending. I think the rationale behind it is it ain't going to be this and adding the pick. Like, when you add the pick, there's going to be a reshaping of kind of what the roster is now, because you're getting something that you no longer have, that you didn't have before. Even if that's a point guard. You didn't have a fucking point guard before drafting, Fears or whatever. So you draft him. You say, okay, it might be Bam and Tyler right now. The rest of you niggas are up for sale, and we're going to build another team. And that team could be better than this team, because frankly, anything is better than this team. It's not like Tyler and Bam are useless players. It's just they surrounded them with useless pieces.
Yeah, no, I mean, my point was that people would have been happy if the Heat lost by 30 every game the rest of the year. And my point to that would be, okay, we're saying Bam is a building block. How good a building block can Bam be if you lost by 30 the rest of the season? So
how good would you be at your job if the person who helped you do it for most of your career was removed in the middle of a goddamn season, and then you had to fix it on the fly? Like, no. That's not taking into account the circumstances that led to them losing that many games.
I want to see them be competitive. I want to see them lose competitive games. That's more so.
When they made this trade, they did not make a trade to field the competitive team. They did not make this trade for winning. They made this trade to get rid of somebody who they no longer wanted in the building. It was a here nigga damn trade, and it was not supposed to impact winning.
Yeah,
you only feel like that because you believed people when they told you that Andrew Wiggins was you believed them when they said I bet you was a starting point guard.
Because definitely not, because I did not like the Wiggins trade when it happened, and I still don't. No, my point is, let's say the Heat lose 8 games the rest of the season. Sure. That just makes me feel a lot worse about Bam and Adebayo specifically than I do right now.
I don't know why.
Because if you're a guy that's going to get paid $50+ million a year, right, your team should never lose 8 games in a row. It shouldn't.
That is not the truth.
I don't know.
What's the longest losing streak of LeBron James' career? You said LeBron James should never lose. And I know I'm not comparing Bam to LeBron James. I'm just saying people lose fucking games, man. Like,
not if you have guys. Okay, you can't look at this Heat team on paper and say that on paper, with everything that they're supposed to be, that they're a team that should lose 10 games in a row. They're not that bad. But if they continue to
why?
Do that
why
bad,
not?
Because
we started Alec Burks tonight as shooting guard.
That's my starting shooting guard. I don't know what you talking about.
This is what I'm saying. Tyler Herro was our starting 3. We started a rookie. We started 2 rookies tonight. Alec Burks, Bam Adebayo, and Tyler Herro.
Yeah,
that was our starting 5. That is ass.
And on paper, it's better than the Charlotte Hornets, who they lost to. That's all I'm saying.
It's on paper. How can you get an ass 2 rookies in the lineup?
Are you saying Ricky?
Rookies.
Oh,
2
rookie.
first-year NBA players started tonight for the Miami Heat, and you're saying on paper they are better than other people.
I'm talking about their healthy starting lineup. But
what is the healthy starting lineup? We've seen 4 different lineups in the past 4 games.
Well, that goes back to me not liking the Wiggins trade.
You're not liking the team. What is the starting lineup? Nobody fucking knows. Duncan Robinson is hurt right now. Is he a starter when he comes back? Who knows? They like starting Alec Burks next to Tyler Herro sometimes. Who's the point guard then? Nobody fucking knows. Davion Mitchell apparently plays better off the bench, so you're not going to start him. Like, the team is ass.
I just want to see them play well and still lose.
They can't play well. They suck. The team stinks.
It's
a poorly built team.
I don't want to bring in Cooper Flag to a team that stinks. I'm hoping that they have something else to help him with. That's all I'm saying.
No, when you bring in a number one pick, the number one pick is the help. When you bring in a top 4 pick, it's better to bring them in to an organization that already has
a Bam to a max extension. Show me something. That's all I'm asking for.
Listen to me, Anthony. I'm trying to learn you, boy. When you bring in a number 1 pick or a top 4 pick, let's say, for instance, we get VJ Edgecombe. It's better to bring VJ Edgecombe into an organization that has a Bam, that has a Tyler already there. So that player is not saddled with the responsibility of carrying a franchise from day one. If Cooper Flag is drafted to the Miami Heat by some fucking miracle, he will not be saddled with carrying this franchise from day one. That will not be his job. Because
Bam and Tyler have been playing well. That's my point.
Because they're already here.
Yeah, they've been playing well.
If Cooper Flag goes to the Charlotte Hornets, he will be asked to save them from day one.
Bro, we agree here. I just said I want to see them play well. I don't want to see them get blown out every night, and they haven't. They've been playing well.
Anytime I go get Walter Clayton Jr., this is why I don't like college basketball, because that shit be fooling. Jit hoop tonight. I'm not going to take nothing away from him. He was fearless. He made big shots. He was clutch or whatever. But let me see how old Walter Clayton Jr. is. This is why you niggas, this is why y'all need us. How old are you, Walter Clayton Jr.? That boy 22 years old. I don't want nothing that been in college that long.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I was in on him.
You feel me? Like this.
And they've done that.
Yeah, you feel me? Like we got Jaime Jaquez right now. No, I get it, but that's not a Jet. That's a man. He's 22 years old. Quit trying to make him a little boy. That's a man. The number 1 pick is 18 years old. If they're not 18 or 19, I don't want them with my lottery pick. Period. I don't. No. Why he go to the league before now if he's so good? I'll tell you why. Hold on. Let me what's his name? Walter Clayton Jr. How tall is Walter Clayton Jr.? 6'3"? This is a 6'3" point guard who ain't been to the league yet? Come on. Miss me with that. We're not doing it. Let's get back to this game. What's up?
No, I saw some 7-footer on Michigan, Danny Wolf. I saw him cross somebody over and did a spin move into a layup. That's my number 1 pick. Fuck Cooper Flag.
Relax yourself.
Good.
This is a good question. Which top prospect would y'all want? Cooper Flag, VJ Edgecombe, Jeremiah Fears, Ace Bailey, or Dylan Harper? You can answer this one first.
Well, I don't think it's very fair putting Cooper Flag in there when he's talked about as about a generational prospect. But I guess just to give a couple seconds on each of them.
I don't care. Even with him in there, I ain't picking his ass.
Well, to just give a couple seconds on each of them, Cooper Flag, I think, could fit in right away because I really like him at that 3 spot. If you are talking about this team specifically just next year, I think it'd be a dope squad to put Wiggins at the 2. You'd have a lot of defensive versatility there with him and Flag. Then obviously Bam and Ware and the rest of the front court. I think that team could be a really fun watch with, so I think that core of Flag, Ware, and Bam could have some potential if you get the right guards around him. VJ Edgecombe, I think he could fit well too. He's a guy that could provide some speed and athleticism. Jeremiah Fears, I love. He gets to the rim at will, and he's proven to be a big-time player. I think he's going to be awesome in this league. And Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper, I don't know how those guys can be so good and be on a team that's ass. That's been my standpoint all along. But
the answer here is Dylan Harper. If we can get that big-ass point guard on this roster, I'm good. I'm good. I see Cade Cunningham all over again, and I'm cool with that. Like, I like Dylan Harper. I like Ace Bailey because that's a bucket. Jeremiah Fears is another player who seems to have like pretty solid all-around game. VJ Edgecombe, again, the athleticism. I don't want Cooper Flag at all. No more white saviors for me, bro. It's over with. It's over with. Y'all get carried away. Y'all don't know how to act when they over here. So no, bro, no. Dylan Harper is would be my pick if I had my pick of the litter. But I'm actually cool with any of them, to be perfectly honest. Even if we did get Cooper Flag, like I think I overall agree with your point because I think Cooper Flag is going to be a really good player. I don't want people to take me saying I don't want a white player to think that he ain't going to be good. But I got a couple of things that I would need for y'all to consider. Cooper Flag has been probably the most athletic person at every level of basketball that he's played. That will not be the case for him in the NBA. He will not be a specimen of an athlete in the NBA. I think he'll be a pretty good athlete, above average for sure, but not like special. You feel me? Like he's not one of those type of athletes. I think he has a solid basketball IQ. He's a good player, bro. He's a good player. However, who is the last great American-born white player that you've ever seen?
The last great American-born white player?
I said great. Don't give me the foolishness.
Wow, you knew I was going to say employee number 14, didn't you?
Yes.
See, Wagner, Jokic.
They're not American-born.
Yeah, I know. Everyone I'm thinking of is
Yeah.
Even me thinking that goes to your point.
They already doing it out here. Shut up.
Who is the best white American-born player in the league?
Who ever is Larry Bird?
No. Like right now,
Tyler Herro.
He's the best white American-born player.
Mm-hmm.
Was he the only All-Star?
Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves.
Yeah, Reeves is better, I think.
Yeah. American-born white player. So if the consensus is that Larry Bird is the greatest, like American-born white player of all time, right? Who's been the best American-born white player since Larry Bird?
I'm gonna see if Google has this answer.
The answer is probably going to be Gordon Hayward. I've done this thought exercise a couple of times.
I found a Reddit list from 2 years ago.
If they say Rex Chapman, I'm shooting the list.
This is the All-American first team. Caruso is current, though. Caruso, Love, Kevin Love, Max Strus, Luke Kennard, and Tyler Herro. So the Heat have had three of them at one time.
Kevin Love is the best American-born white player since.
Well, sir, he's a Hall of Famer, but
let's be honest, Austin Reeves is not nearly as good as Tyler Herro. Stop that.
Oh,
I don't know how many. I don't know. Chet Holmgren's on the list. Nash is Canadian.
Or South African.
Jason Williams, put some respect on my first championship winning point guard.
Yeah. Okay,
we can do that. But this is what I'm saying. Like, you see what type of exercise that we need to do to get there. Like, if Cooper Flag turns out to be better than all of them, I would not be surprised.
Oh, Ranker has an updated list. They got Herro, which this I disagree with.
I do. I disagree, bro. I think Austin Reeves is better than Tyler Herro. But like,
Chet is better too.
Chet better than all of them. But like, he don't play enough. He hurt, and so I get it.
Caruso, Dante, I mean, it's a pretty pathetic list right here. Already at number 11 is TJ McConnell.
MJ McConnell, respect that boy.
The Heat are on this list too many times, though.
Why is Duncan Robinson below Kevin Love? Duncan Robinson.
What?
What are you looking at? What are you looking at?
That's an insane list.
That shit put Jaime Jaquez on there.
That's
Chet built like a baser from overtime, for sure. But yeah, I think Cooper Flag could potentially be better than all of them. Like in terms of like what his career turns out to be, who he is as a player, I think that he could be better than them all. Is that enough for me to call him like Kevin Love at his peak? What was he? Like he was a great player, but like
he was a Hall of Famer.
Did you? Sure, but like he was a Hall of Famer after he got to LeBron. He wasn't a Hall of Famer in Minnesota. He was an all-star. I mean, he was an all-star caliber player. John Stockton. I ain't gonna lie, I think John Stockton was cheeks. Like, but I respect who he was as a player, and other players seem to respect John Stockton. But when I watched John Stockton, I wasn't impressed. I believe I could have got that many assists if all I had to do was throw the ball to at the time of retirement, nastiest second leading scorer of all time.
Well, his steals numbers are ridiculous too, though. But I don't like either of those bums, so I'm not gonna defend.
But they say he was dirty, bro. Like he used to take like, hey, bro, whatever, bro.
He's also a weirdo.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Well, let's be real. They seem to like that up there in Utah. Karl Malone ain't exactly.
That's my point. They're the most
role model
dislikable
material.
They're the most dislikable duo in NBA history
So
by
when you
far.
think about it, that's another feather in Michael Jordan's cap. He stopped them weird bitches from getting a championship.
All right, Stephen A. Smith, like, relax.
He has a chip. He put some. Who got a chip? Oh, Steve Nash? No, because we talk about American-born players, bro. It ain't about him being white, bro. It's not just white players. Cooper Flag fits a very specific category. Because if we were talking about all white players, then Luka's name would have came up way more here. Like, they got players. Don't forget Mike Miller. Y'all got all the comments tonight when we talk about
my man. That's my guy.
Mike Miller was a good player. Mike Miller was a good player. But, like, I seen Mike Miller was the best player in college basketball. So was J.J. Redick. So was Tyler Hansborough.
Yeah, good point.
This is what I like. It's not real hate on Cooper Flag. I just don't want to take that risk when I know there's very low likelihood of Miami kind of being in this position to get a pick that high again. Which again, like, is all for naught if Miami continues to win games and makes it to the fucking playoffs. And you want to know the doomsday scenario that we talked about last show that you weren't here for?
It's not the losing 2 picks, or is that what you talking about?
Well, it's going to be losing the 2 picks, but the doomsday scenario is that the Miami Heat are going to win 2 games against the Cleveland Cavaliers in the playoffs.
That Herro max extension is the ink's already drying on that. As soon as they win that first game,
bro. Listen,
let me get 4 close losses. Pat Riley's gonna have
if they prove to be a tough play out for the number 1 team in basketball, they're gonna double down, Anthony Donato. They're gonna say we only need 1 more piece. And it's not gonna be Kevin Red. It ain't gonna be that.
It's gonna be a healthy Andrew Wiggins.
a full training camp for Andrew
Wiggins. They're gonna say, didn't Oladipo say he's not retired yet? That's what they're gonna say.
He say that needs to be discussed. Now these boys want to pay for prior. The problem is, I think that you guys are misinterpreting the way that they were playing before. They were always playing for pride. They weren't trying to lose 10 games in a row. They weren't trying to lose, and I still don't think they're trying to lose. They never were. Who? What is Holland talking about? I quickly forgot Caitlin Clark, and it is not even close.
It's not a bad name.
I ain't hold you. It's top 3 in my book. Kevin Love, Gordon Hayward, the best American-born white basketball players. Wait now. Where that motherfucker Sabrina Ayahuasca from? Huh? You say respect the ladies? Respectfully, I respect the ladies enough not to lie and pretend like I watch WNBA basketball. I do not. I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it, Holly. I don't like it.
They might be the best white player for now, but this is the guy that I was talking about. Look at this. This is 7-footer out of Michigan, Danny Wolf. Jab step, top of the key, tween, cross, spin move, lay. And this guy's mocked at like 20 right now.
Let me tell you something. If he do that shit in Khalil where he's standing in that lane, that ball, the word Spalding will be on that motherfucker forehead.
He's going to be playing next to Khalil Ware. That's my point. That's my pick. That dude is nice. I know he's white.
We picked the center. Kind of the whole point of we picked the center, a first round center. I think we did okay. But like, nah, we ain't doing another. We need a point guard. But yeah, again, back to this. I don't watch women's basketball. That's why we have New. New tells me my opinion about WNBA basketball. But I do know that motherfucker Sabrina Ayahuasca can shoot the skin off that motherfucker. I know Caitlin Clark Cole. I know my GOAT Diana Taurasi just retired.
That's my go-to.
Yeah, I used to call her She Wade. Well, she's not my GOAT. Like she's probably my favorite player, but we all know who the GOAT is. Lady Jordan, Maya Moore, himself.
Her prime wasn't long enough though.
It was long enough, brother. It was long enough.
Only played like 6 seasons or something though.
More than enough. More than enough.
I don't know this next thing. I know you ain't watching. I was watching a little bit, man.
She's Jordan. That's Lady Jordan.
You got Nafisia
Oh,
Collier
she
now.
Who?
Like Nafisia Collier?
Never heard of her.
You will.
Hold on. Walter Clayton Jr. My brother texted me Walter Clayton Jr.'s name. I'll tell y'all when he texted it to me because I texted him the same thing tonight.
Oh, that's a good name, Jess. Kelly
Fowler.
Olynyk. He's Canadian though. Never mind.
Yeah. My brother texted me Walter Clayton Jr.'s name on Tuesday last week.
That boy, a visionary. Okay, I see you, Brent.
Brother, we don't predict. We prophesy. And that's the nigga who I've been doing it with the longest. All right.
Bro, put that on a fucking t-shirt.
Said, I never responded to ask this soft like Sharman. I'm not gonna hold y'all, brother. Shit kind of got crazy around here, like real fast. Niggas don't have time. My son started playing baseball, bro. So like, we're good like teen parents, bro. Like we go to every game, go to all the practices and shit. Niggas really ain't got time. Like we'll get this song together one day, bro. Like it's fine.
Man, y'all don't need to hear that, man. Stop trying to instigate, man. It's all good.
They do need to hear it.
Let it die.
You need to be dissed.
Let it die. I really do want to do a Hayward Highsmith diss track though, especially now that he's been playing well, because I think it'll be even more funny.
So listen, I'm gonna tell you, you got to use Mankind's music from WWE because the beginning of his song is a car crash. I feel like that'll be elite.
I listened to the post game from a couple games ago, and I forget, but with the context, but Stone had said something like, "Just wait for Hayward Highsmith to get off work." Oh, it's when I was at the game versus the Warriors, and you told me to lay down on the crosswalk, and then Stone was like, "Wait for Hayward Highsmith to get off."
Real hoop talk here. That man is hilarious. But yeah, this show been going on for 47 minutes. It's crazy. Hey, I know a topic that we can talk about because the game itself is not interesting, but like storylines and kind of implications are the more fun topics to talk about these days. Sure. Niggas got to see them G League niggas.
Yeah. Oh, I was so mad when I popped into the stream yard. I was praying to see New here. I was like, New, that guy that got a steal in the last 2 minutes. That's the guy that I've been telling you about. That's the guy I've been telling you was the next Chris Paul.
Isaiah Stevens, Kashad Johnson, Josh Christopher, Jaime Jaquez was also in that lineup. Who else closed that shit out with them? Yeah, I think that was the lineup. Yeah. What did you think about that little stint, bro? Were you excited to see them get a chance to play?
Well, it's funny because I was literally about to start recording my post-game video like before the game was over. And then I saw Stevens check in and I said, all right, I could wait 2 minutes here. Obviously, Christopher has had run. Kashad's had a couple games this year. But I was excited just to see Isaiah Stevens get some run. Not that, like, you know, I think he's a good player. Will he ever be a rotation player in this league? Who knows? But just so he could finally say that he played in an NBA game, I felt so good for him because he's clearly a guy that's been busting his ass, and he has been dominating the G League. He literally had a triple-double like a week ago with 17 assists. Like, the kid can ball. Like, I'm a big fan of his. So it was cool to see them get some run. Obviously, Kashad Johnson, I love as well. I thought going into the year he'd actually be a rotation guy, especially once he got that standard deal once Drew Smith got hurt. But maybe these are guys that if the Heat decide to pull the trigger on a Kevin Durant trade, you're going to have a lot of money tied up into your top 3, top 4 guys. You're going to need some cheap contracts. Maybe these are guys that can contribute, but it was cool to see them get some run today. So
kick all these niggas off the roster at the end of the season.
Yeah, but you're going to need cheap contracts if you decide to
go sign some veteran minimums. Go sign veteran minimums, bro. Like, I don't know. No.
They're two-way guys, so like it's not taking up a roster spot. They're two-way guys.
Like Kashad Johnson, I need him gone.
You want to sign Jarrett Jack to a two-way? Like, come on.
Jarrett Jack is a coach.
You want to sign Jimmer Fredette? I think he's a coach now too.
I would sign Lonnie Walker Jr. over any of these niggas right now.
He's not. You think he would accept the two-way? For real, those guys that had like significant stints in the league, you think they would succumb to being two-way players?
You only get what 3 two-way contracts? Like I want all of these niggas gone, Gone.
But But I'm asking you, who else are you gonna get as a two-way? Like, come on.
Niggas who's barely holding on into the league.
So you think
Miami Heat,
Lonnie
like,
Walker would I don't know if he has an ego or not, but you think his ego would allow him to accept a two-way deal after being a guy who was a legit rotation player?
No, sure. Like I get your point, but I'm just saying, like, all of these are not two ways, bro. Like,
Well, Keshad Johnson's the only one who's not two-way.
Right. Cut him. Get him out of here. Replace him. Like, yeah, like
and then you're gonna say, "Oh, the Heat are too old. They're putting out PJ Tucker."
I'm not gonna say that. I would rather have PJ Tucker than Keshad Johnson.
You would say the opposite if you had PJ Tucker.
I probably would, but I don't have PJ Tucker. So as of right now, I would prefer to have PJ Tucker than Keshad Johnson.
Keshad Johnson is PJ Tucker with Derrick Jones Jr. athleticism, and you will learn that.
If he was, then he would have played more than 2 minutes tonight.
They're a deep team.
They are not. They are not.
They got so many holes that they're deep because the hole just goes all the way to the fucking bottom of the league.
Hey, yeah, I'm about to say, brother, that holes analogy was about to get spooky. You need to stop that. Did he have another game? Unfortunately, they just keep coming. They just keep playing basketball. He said PJ Tucker, Keshad Johnson debate is diabolical. This is why I hate talking to Ant. He like drags me into these meaningless ass conversations that I would never have with a real person.
Roddy Briggs, get your fucking caps locks fixed, all right?
JJJ been on the bench since that Spo wife shit. The nudicer. Deep to who? Shut your ass up.
I got an idea. You want to set an over-under for how long it takes to get the number one pick?
It's gonna take you probably like 6 spins
to get the number one pick.
Yeah.
Drop y'all predictions down in the comments below.
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, I say you like
7,
move some shit around.
8, 9, 10, 11.
How many times you didn't play
12, 13, 14, 15.
Miami keeps staying at 11.
17.
It's because Chicago lost tonight.
19. We got number 2.
Okay.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28.
So 28 spins to get to the number one pick.
You telling me I could get my ass kicked by the Cavs or have a 1 in 28 chance at the number one pick? I'm taking it.
I'm taking that 1 in 28. Hey, bro. You're the friend that talk about the Heat or a deep team? Yeah, bro. He's wild. He's wild. He doesn't know what he's talking about. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all. The Heat probably finna win their next game too, because they play the Washington Wizards. And it's not a real basketball franchise, bro. It's not.
The Bulls. Oh, the Bulls ended up only losing by 1.
Yeah.
You know what's terrifying is they pointed out today that if the 76ers pick falls 7 or worse, it's OKC's. And obviously OKC could potentially have Miami's unprotected pick next year. That team.
They're going to have to trade somebody eventually, bro. They can't keep doing this.
I understand that, but they're going to – if they get the 7th pick this year, like who knows who they could trade for? Like if Giannis becomes available.
Their entire bench is going to be comprised of top 10 picks.
And I see a world where that team becomes unstoppable for a decade. And
you said the Heat can very realistically win 5. Bro, the Heat can very realistically win 6 out of their last 8 games. I think if the Heat goes 6-2, 5-8, it don't really matter who they play in the. I said this at the beginning of the show. If they go 5-3 or 6-2, then it don't really matter who they play in that first play-in game or the play-in period. I think that they would feel pretty good about their chances of winning those games. They would. They'd be playing better than they had the previous month, and they'd be riding kind of like a hot streak into the playoffs. So here's the problem with the next game. Malcolm Brogdon, Keyshawn George, Chris Middleton, and Sadiq Bey are all out of the game. No. They expect. Well, Sadiq Bey will continue to be out. Their expected return for Malcolm Brogdon, Keyshawn George, and Chris Middleton is on the 31st, and Anthony Gill as well. So that's their expected return date, which is when they will be playing Miami. If any of those guys are out, Miami's going to win this game. And this will be a 5-game winning streak following a 10-game losing streak.
I'm never wrong. I'm just early.
You say then get mollywopped by the Cavs in a potential first-round matchup? Lenny Payne, oh ye of little faith. You think the Heat would lose the opportunity to get the mental edge over the Cleveland Cavaliers?
In all seriousness, bro, we beat them once this year. That second game was so competitive. Like,
this is why I'm saying. This is what I'm telling you, bro. Like, it's realistic to think that the Miami Heat could cobble up enough scrappiness amongst this ragtag ass team and legit give Cleveland like some problems in a 7-game series.
So
what am I saying? I'm saying that I've been hearing like this fucking buzzing in the back of my head, bro.
You saying
Heat in 5.
Listen, man. Jared Allen, the lights are too bright. Hey. What kind of NBA player says that?
Hey, bro.
He's an NBA player. He shops at the same store as me. That's Old Navy.
Hey, bro.
I don't got that dog in him.
Hey, bro.
Donovan Mitchell. Check the numbers. Who got better numbers this year? Him or Tyler Herro?
Yeah. You niggas think I've been lying to you before?
I was told Donovan Mitchell was 3 first-round picks better than Tyler Herro. I think it's the opposite now. Darius Garland. Was he my height? I'm like 5'9". That boy not guarding no one out there. You think Tyler Herro don't play defense? Go watch Darius Garland play basketball. Max Strus, we've seen that boy come into playoffs. He'll have one good game. The rest of that, he'll shoot 0 for 8. Come on, that team doesn't scare me, man. You got a guy named Dean Wade getting minutes. Fucking fraud.
Listen.
Heat in 5.
I'm gonna say, come on, bro. Come on. Hey, bro. Y'all niggas think I done lied to y'all before? Watch me for the rest of the season.
DeAndre Hunter ain't hit a big shot since he lived in Virginia.
Brother, we are here, bro. We are here, bro. He in 5. Fuck is you talking about? I'm gonna be on that. You know what? Fuck it. I don't want the picks no more. I don't. I want to make the playoffs. I do. I want to make the playoffs, and I want this tough ass 6-7 game series. You say, please don't make us watch Garland. You niggas watch Terry Rozier play basketball tonight.
Yeah, man. Cooper Flag got 10 points tonight. Like, honestly, I'm good on that. I'll be honest with you.
You say not finna lie, coach is still scared as fuck the players in the series? Brother, let me tell y'all something. Listen, Eric John Spoelstra is a nightmare for coaches to have to deal with. In a series,
I think he was playing chess this year. I think he didn't want to show any of his new stuff.
No,
he said, I'm going to coast this regular season. We're going to see playoff Spo.
Bro. Listen to me. That starting lineup, Davion Mitchell, Tyler Herro, Andrew Wiggins, Bam Adebayo, Khalil Ware. They're going to have the #1 defensive rating in the playoffs.
I just got chills when you said that lineup. I just got chills.
It gets spooky. I got
goosebumps, man.
They played it. That's why Spo playing chess, like you said, bro. Throw that lineup out there one time, then take it back. Say, no. You don't get to see too much of it. We can't have y'all knowing. But you get Davion confidence up. You know, you tease him with that starting spot, then take it away from him because you know you're a dog. It's the Pavlovian effect. You know, you guys know about this. You
makes him hungry. That's all that does.
Hey. Come playoff time, I know you've been waiting on this. We got 2 little ass guards out there. Go ahead and eliminate one of them.
And also, is Davion shooting like 54% from 3 since joining?
We didn't even talk about the demon home pussy. Demon home pussy. You want to see how much I talk if the Heat beat the Cavs? Jubilee, you've been here a long time with me, my boy. You saw me that year we was the AC that we made it to the finals. Big support. I don't care. I don't care. Yeah. Y'all already know what type of time you on, bro.
In all seriousness, though, like, let's say we're the 8th seed.
I think we cracked the code.
would you rather have the draft pick or get your ass kicked in the second round? Because to me, just beating a 1 seed again, that shit was so fun, dog. That shit was so fun. And even if we get swept by whoever we play next, if you could do it again, I think I'm taking that.
Hey, are you asking like real me, or are you asking lying ass on stream Roy this question?
Not like real. Like, don't you think that'd be cool if this sorry ass
draft pick? No. I think that's terrible for them. They did it before. You see what they did when they went to the finals, Ant? They delude themselves into thinking that it's real.
I understand.
Look, guys, if we get a full season of this, we could be the 4th seed. That's what they gonna think. And
I understand long term, it's terrible. It's gonna have a super negative effect.
Oh no!
But as a fan, to see them take down the 1 seed will be cool for that moment, just for that moment.
No. As a fan of Crush, because I know my team gonna be sorry for the next 30 years. You go get a real player, bro, right now to play point guard, or go get an elite athlete. I don't care. Just go get one of the 4 to 5 most talented people playing in this draft, and then do whatever after that, bro. But Jesus Christ, you cannot. No, bro. That nigga Justin, bro. He's different.
A real nigga done pulled up.
This nigga is different, bro. God, we already said the Heat finna win against the Wizards, and they finna make the playoffs. Heat and 5 pussy fuckers y'all talking about. Jubilee said both Royals the same. Kinda.
But that's the thing, is like people will call you a liar, but then call you a Tyler Herro hater. Which is it? You get people mad at you. Oh, you're such a fucking liar. All you say is Tyler Herro sucks. All right then. What's the problem here?
Well, boy, D Ferro. What's up? Y'all make sure y'all check out my boys over there on Playbook Sports. Follow them on Twitter. Playbook.sn. He said, we back, gang. Not until my starting shooting guard is out here. But hey, D Ferro, you must ain't hear me earlier. I had to tell these folks a little secret. I'm gonna whisper it to you too, D Ferro. Heat and 5. And I am a liar. Correct. But Heat and 5 though. We winning. Hey, brother. You just wait now. 6-7 game win streak. It's gonna be like that thing ain't lose streak never even happened. In 5.
I want to play the Warriors in the finals so bad. I think we're on a collision course.
Now we talking, Ant. As a matter of fact, let me get the gauntlet. You feel me? I want the toughest road there. I want to take out the 1 seed. Yeah. And then I want Boston. Yeah. What is it be a quadrilogy? That's not a real thing. Like, I don't really know what you would call it.
I think it's just a quality. Why would you say quadrilogy?
Because I'm from Pompano and they don't educate us good down there. But like, what, Justin?
What you mean? What? I'm just here to just chill, bro. Y'all keep doing y'all thing, bro.
Okay, my
bad. Rozier. That's what Terry Rozier says.
Oh, bad. If you're gonna be chilling, then you chill.
Called number 2.
You chill you belong, okay? Don't chill.
Said, why you calling my number? I'm just trying to chill.
Yeah, but yeah, like I want the Cavs. I want, yeah. And I want the Celtics. Yeah. The Knicks. Yeah, they're not really tough, but I'd rather play the Knicks just because it's fun to make fun of Ricky. And then bring me the King. Yeah. That's who I want to play. Yeah.
You know who the Heat really need to sign next year?
Lakers, fakers, TikTok makers.
I'm gonna go show you.
Heat and 5. Yeah.
All this talk about draft picks and shit, and all this talk, Cooper Flag, blah, blah, blah. You're going to make the Final Four. Let me show y'all who the Heat need to draft next year.
Play the video, Justin! Play it!